Did you say Dusty?
Yeah.
I'm Janice.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for letting me film you.
Yeah, no problem.
So here I am. Do you know why I'm here? I'll give you a brief on me and then you can talk. Is
Sure.
that I'm Canadian citizen.
Yeah.
I was out of the country 10 years. I come back and now I can't find a family doctor. Things have really changed, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, I came here once before. Wasn't able to get through to see the doctor. You've been here?
That's really strange to me.
Yeah, I know. It was to me too. I was fucking mad.
Yeah, every time I've been here, this is the only place I can get any type of help.
Why is that?
They're the only ones that listen. I've sat at Sheldon Schumer. I had ear infections so bad that my whole side of my head, and I basically had no balance. I had to sit on the floor and even lay down. I couldn't sit up in a chair. And I go over after about 8 hours. And I'm like, why haven't I been called up yet or anything? Like, everybody's gone through. These are all new people. We don't have time to help drunk people. I was like, how did you determine I was drunk?
Drunk?
Yeah, they determined I was drunk. I was like, look at this ear infection. I have no balance because my ear's so infected. I went to a pharmacist. They immediately wrote me a prescription because if they can identify it, they can write you a prescription on the spot.
Really?
Without a doctor. Just a good FYI. Yeah,
Are you in the system? Do you mind if I ask you that?
What do you
Do
mean?
you collect, did this place link you up with welfare?
I avoid those like the fucking plague.
Avoid what?
Social systems and all that. I grew up in and around that.
Are you homeless?
At this point, yeah.
So am I.
Yeah, like 2 years. The city doesn't care about you. Liberal government only talks. They don't actually do anything.
You know, I came here from the most earthquake-prone country there is.
Yeah.
Like, earthquakes on the fucking daily. And I kind of regret it. I'm thinking, should I just fucking toughed it out with the earthquakes?
I'm not
It
proud to
sucks
be
in
a Canadian
Calgary.
anymore.
I wasn't here to see the gradual burn. You know what I mean? With the homelessness and the housing and all this woke shit and now I'm back and I'm like, what? I can't even get a
lest
doctor.
we forget, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Actions
And
do
corrupt
things.
politicians. Let's put it
But
like that.
actions do things.
What's that?
Actions do things.
Whose
Going and doing
actions?
But physical actions, doing stuff,
Yeah.
does things. You can talk till you're blue in the fucking face, and you can make up fictitious stories and all sorts of shit. It's just a fairy tale until you take action and make it happen.
Sure. Well, that's a whole different story. Yeah.
You know.
But I'm talking about people's general health and the waiting lists and not being able to find doctors.
Well, look at
You can't take action on that.
Look
That's
at the
something that.
integrity of the people that are in charge. Where was Stephen Harper when the floods happened in Calgary? He was shoveling out the basements of his neighbors in the community he was from in Calgary. He didn't run away to fucking Tofino. You know? There's the integrity of who everybody elected put up there.
I just gotta put
He
this
failed
coffee
at
down.
everything in his fucking life. And he's gonna successfully run a fucking country that he doesn't give a shit about the western half of? Except for the vacation.
Yeah.
It's shit. It's garbage.
And you can take action.
Every time
like
I've been
about,
to a hospital in Calgary in the last 2 years, it's been like 15-hour wait if I even got any type of service.
When's the last time you worked?
I don't know, I've had 20, 30 jobs in the last 2 years. The employers in Calgary are
So you work, here and there? Yeah? What do you do?
kind of anything. I just pick up skills well.
So where do you sleep? Are you homeless?
Oh yeah. I don't know, I keep my shit in the seat down and stay the fuck out of the system because it just takes away any ability to get out of the system. I grew up in it. It's a
Where
fucking
do you get
trap.
the disposable cash to eat and stuff? Where you get the cash to eat?
You work?
You work, right.
So,
Well, I
technically,
can't find
medical,
work.
yeah,
I've been looking for work. Crazy.
Yeah.
I think I'm too old now.
Biggest limit
my-
in your life's your own mind.
What?
Biggest limit in your life's your own mind.
Sure, but when I walk into these places and I see these 20-year-old bumpkins, 30-year-old bumpkins, I'm thinking, I look like a grandma here.
Well, everybody has their story and the reason why they're here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, times are tough, man. I have no fucking idea. So
Right.
tell me more about your story. How old are you?
Me? 36.
You have children?
No.
No children.
None of my own. Raised a bunch. Lost a stepson. Got lied to about a daughter for 5 years and ripped out of her life. I'm paying for that somehow, and she stated the definition of fraud. For taking my money away from me, so...
How's your health?
One day.
How's your health in general?
I don't know.
How are you gearing up for winter? It's around the corner.
That's the nice weather. I like the cold. So,
But you don't really sleep outside in the cold, do you? That would be impossible.
It's all on how you prepare yourself. The pioneers made it through and survived the winters.
Oh, I know, but I mean,
I know,
true enough. But they had bear fur around them, and they were wearing leather, and they were wearing chaps.
Russians to this day in Siberia, they play chess in shorts and t-shirts on the porch in -20. But
not me.
You climatize yourself to it, right?
No.
If you drive around in a truck doing oil field work for 18 hours a day and you just dress for the weather with the windows open and the heat off, it doesn't bother you. You sit in your house with it at 10 degrees and you're sweating bullets.
Yeah, if it doesn't say hotel on the property, I'm not going there. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, but still, in the city, it's a little bit of a different thing, you know?
Humans become so fucking pampered with all the easy accessible things and heat and all that type of thing. Like, we've sensitized ourselves to the point that we can't handle anything.
Do you feel a little bit invisible out there? That you're invisible and nobody sees you or helps you?
I'm a born and raised Canadian. They don't give a fuck about me because I'm not a new vote. I'm not some newcomer that they can bring here to diversify us. And who shits on our traditions and brings theirs over. Like, I worked a lot of fucking hours. I put in a lot of fucking time. When I was in the oil field, I used to pay for fucking 3 welfare families a year. On my taxes alone.
Yeah. I hear you.
$60,000, $70,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
I got no ACL, MCL in this knee, no surgery. My brace got stolen. I'm not eligible for a year and a half.
You got leg problems?
Oh yeah. I need a specialty brace because my knee's different than everybody else's, and I don't have like $3,000 for one.
Yeah.
So it's a risk to go to work. I could fold up my knee again.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Coffee's pretty good.
Help.
Huh?
Search around for help. Most things you need help with, you can't actually get help with. If you were a contractor for some point and have to do a business tax, there's no program anywhere that will help you with that and paying for it or anything. But your personal taxes, that's free all day long. You want to get like safety tickets, like a fall arrest, stage 2S first aid in Alberta? That's a big cup of go fuck yourself.
Yeah, what?
That's a big cup of go fuck yourself. You want to walk in a welfare office and see if you can get a hard hat and some boots because somebody say walked off with yours? Yeah, that's a cup of go fuck yourself too. BC, you'd walk in there and they'd be like, oh yeah, here you go. Here's your crisis grant. So, and like even the name of the welfare is a joke. The welfare system here is called Alberta Works. Like a fuck you, Alberta Works. Just a big joke in your face as you walk in the fucking door. There is no social programs in Alberta per se. The child protection system, their first thought on a fucking child is we want an 18-year order where you're locked in with the freaking ministry, where they're basically the child's parent and you just get to maybe see it. In BC, I never even heard of such a thing like uttered.
What do you think of the mayor?
I don't even know who it is.
What about the premier? No. Did you vote? Did you vote?
I've never voted in Canada in my life.
Neither have I.
I walked in there, I looked, and I'm like, not worth it. What's the fucking point? Trudeau didn't get elected on the amount of votes. It was the amount of ridings. Oh, nice little loophole, shithead.
I voted once in my life. It was about 8-9 years ago. It was in where I was living in Turkey, I voted and I walked out of there and it all seemed very saccharine.
I found the more I concerned myself with the news and the politics and the bullshit going on in the world, the shittier my life got. So it ain't my fucking problem.
Yeah.
So who gives a shit?
It felt really artificial. I thought, these things are rigged. They're all united and somehow, these elections, and I never voted. But one time I voted once.
A new world order coming in. Well, they're already working in a construct. And all
what does that even mean?
All the countries are just fucking restricting the cattle from moving. You need a passport. You need this clearance. You got to ask them for this, and you got to know where you're going. It's just to keep us all from moving freely and doing as we wish. It's the constructs of the new world order have been in place for longer than we fucking have realized. And you ask anybody like COVID. You ask anybody that was 70 years old or older and war-torn or from a war-torn country, and they're like, this is like precursor to when shit went down. We basically saw the implementation of communism without firing a fucking shot. If they wanted to turn off the power, they could have fucking swept block by block quietly and imprisoned the whole fucking city. And nobody would have fucking known because you were in your house behind your curtains.
Where are you actually from? What's your heritage?
I'm originally from Oshawa, Ontario.
Oh, wow.
And then moved out to BC and grew up in a lovely little drug-infested town called Nelson. So...
I know Nelson well.
And then been coming out to Calgary and Alberta off and on since I was 13 to work. 23 years. So I'd come out in summers, work, and then go back.
How long have you been in Calgary?
3 years now.
You like it?
Not really.
I hate
I think
it.
this place is a shithole.
I wish I had gone to Vancouver.
There's a dark aura as soon as you get in the fucking city limits. Nobody gives a shit here.
You know where else
All
there's
these
dark
millions of
auras?
people,
You know where else there's
alone.
dark auras? Is in the workplace. You'll walk into certain coffee shops and certain places, like retail places, and everyone's like, the staff fucking miserable. And there's a dark aura. I can't explain it.
I've always had pretty good luck with jobs and done a lot of work and this and that and the other thing. In the last about 2 years, I've never had so many employers try and rip me off in my life, treat me so shitty. I basically was told that my physical disability, like I got a handicap placard and everything because of my knee, didn't matter. And I fucking could go fuck myself. And maybe I should find another job before something happens to me. And that was from the lead supervisor at Pac West.
Fuck no. I don't know.
I know, it feels pretty good as a white, born and bred Canadian to be able to yell discrimination. Because even in the oil patch, there was lots of times that it was just about the safety of everybody on lease, and suddenly it was discrimination because he happened to be native and I was white. But what was going on was dangerous, and it didn't matter what color he was.
What do you think of all this rainbow stuff going on? Be honest.
You want equality?
Within limits,
be like the
be
rest
honest.
of us. I come from a town where they've been openly gay since the 80s. I have lots of tranny friends.
Me too, I'm from Vancouver. I know lots of gay people.
Aren't like that. Why are you drawing attention to yourself? Why do you need to be so much more special? You need a whole parade. You need all this shit and these flags and this and that. You. Okay, I'm 36 and 30 years of you guys. Okay, got it. I was eating burgers at Money Pennies when I was like 14 because I joined with my mover shirt and the mover guys, so they never ID'd me. They had awesome burgers there.
You know what I think too is that in changing genders, there's a huge medical thing involved, right? They want to do operations, they want to give you hormones, and they do what they call bottom surgeries. And on my channel, and I want to thank you for letting me film you.
well,
Listen, let me
actually-
finish, and then you can talk. Thanks for letting me film you. My channel's called Friendly Talker. I'm having issues with my mouth today, so that's why I'm here. And anyway, so sorry I sound like this. Now I forgot what I was saying. So go ahead. Let's wrap it up. I was going to say something.
Trans people, my thought is it takes a lot of courage to actually transition like that
Oh,
openly
yeah.
with the judgment of people. Because they're fucking horrible. They're petty. And anything to draw attention away from themselves and point fingers at anybody else. And good for them for doing it.
I think it's Big
And
Pharma
right on
who's
them.
financing it. You know what I mean? And then the corporate sponsors are jumping on. Like, I come across the parade, and the sponsors were big.
Just like the Alberta work stroke and all that, there's a lot of fucking sick fucks up there and whatever, the top of everything. And they keep switching their hormones every 6 months and making it a fucking nightmare for them. Sure, there's a lot of costs, there's a lot of this, there's a lot of that, but they pay taxes like the rest of us.
I think that's where they're getting their momentum. You know, like you said, I got no problem with a gay person or a cross-dresser or whatever fetish you may have. I got no problem with it. But what I've experienced now, and I've been here almost 9 months, 10 months, it is like, seems like an agenda. You know, you read that stuff and you think, oh, is this an agenda?
Respect goes both ways. Respect goes both ways. Why do you get more than me? You know?
Yeah. Like, if I was to walk in here and go, hi, I'm Janice, but I feel like my name should be James, and I feel like a man, and I get more help than I will going, oh, you know, my mouth is numb. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know? So, a lot of attention, and then a lot of medical treatment.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all going the way of, like, the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. The guy started that because if it's a religious thing, he could wear it in a driver's license photo, and he wanted to wear a colander on his...
for me.
He wanted to wear a colander on his head in his driver's license photo, so he made a fucking bullshit religion.
Did you say bullshit religion?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Scientology?
No.
Oh.
The Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Oh, what the hell is that?
He got his enough of a following that he could get it classed as a religion, so wearing a colander on his head was a religious...
How many followers
like
do you think he had?
Sikh.
How many followers? Millions?
I think it's like 32 to get declared...
Millions?
No, to get... No, 32 people to get declared a church.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's another money-making business.
So he could wear a colander on his head in his driver's license photo. That's all it was.
I'll have to Google it.
Same big joke. People are stupid, and they don't want to look up information for themselves. And
complacent.
With
they're
Google
not
in your
stupid.
hand,
they're just...
they'll ask the person beside them and go off a fucking lie before they go find the truth.
What is the truth?
I don't know. Gotta decide that for yourself. But the answers are out there if you want to dig in the right places and look.
I'm going to turn this off. Thank you very much. Friendly Talker, do you have a phone?
Yeah.
Okay, well, subscribe to my channel and tell 10 friends. Okay, thank you very much.